Well, hello. Here it is, the 22nd of December. Now, for those of you who are wrapped up in warm clothing and short days, here am I, trying to avoid the Christmas hurly-burly of shopping and come to my quiet place, which is extremely quiet today. I'll show you if I can. Oh, no, I can't. I'll have to stop it and turn around. But yes, it takes a lot of getting used to. I'm 72, born in New Zealand, and still can't get used to a hot Christmas. When you go to the shops, you see artificial snow sprayed onto windows to make it look like it's real. I don't know why. The idea of wearing a Christmas themed jersey is impossible. You would die wearing something woolen. But it doesn't get dark, of course, because the solstice was yesterday. So that's our longest day. And of course, trying to see Christmas lights, the littlies are usually asleep by the time that gets dark enough to actually see them. So that's all a bit disappointing. Yes, it's not the same. You just can't have a proper Christmas. We have salads, barbecues, cold desserts, whereas you're probably having roast dinners and gravy and hot fruit puddings, custard, that sort of thing. Of course, not all of you are overseas, and some of you of my friends are here in New Zealand and in Australia, where it's a similar situation. I'd love to hear how you spend Christmas, wherever you are. But it takes a bit of getting used to. I did spend some time in England and had a Christmas there once, and I absolutely adored it. It was fantastic. Walking around in the early evening, looking at all the Christmas tree lights in everyone's windows was a joy. Having a hot dinner for Christmas. So I have had that experience once. So that was perfect. Really loved it. But let me show you where I am. I've got some company here, some gulls and a heron that's down there. I'll see if I can zoom. Oops, sorry. See if I can zoom in on him. He's poised, ready to strike at something. Don't know if you can see him. He's where that large rock is at where the water's running away. Oh, seagulls just landed. But yes, it's lovely here. I often come here. It's got some lovely seats positioned. Very, very quiet and peaceful. Oh, the heron's moved. I wonder if he got anything. There he is. This beach is called McLeod Bay, settled by Scottish ancestors of myself, actually. During the Scottish clearances, a reverend left the Highlands with all his parish, and some of my ancestors were in that parish and settled here many, many years ago in the late 1800s. It's a well-documented journey, but what you'll notice here especially is that The settlements are actually not towns as such at the seaside like you have in England. They are housing, just housing settlements. They'll be in one little place and there might be a store, a general store that nowadays just sells ice creams and fish and chips and hot dogs, that sort of thing. But you don't find hotels, entertainment of any sort. Your entertainment is anchored out there. People go fishing on the different wharves. New Zealand is more of a outdoor sports type of place to live, really. If you don't enjoy sports, there's not a great deal to do. You're left to your own devices. I hope you can see behind me the little Pūtakawa tree. That's our celebrated Christmas tree because it flowers at Christmas. Most of them have gone over now, but there are still a few who are flowering. The other thing that we see are the agapanthus everywhere. They're a really spectacular show at the moment. There's white, one solitary white one there, but the rest are all that beautiful purple blue. So of course, yes, it's late spring, early summer, I would imagine now, so everything's flowering, but those trees there are Pūtakawas. They prefer the salty environment. The underside of their leaves show that. They're a silvery colour. But most of those, of course, have finished their flowering. But they are a sight. A good one, I mean. Tiny waves coming in. Not much wind. There's a slight breeze, but not much. Gorgeous day for it. Oh, it's just so nice to be here where it's so busy in town. There's people irate. They're hot. They're tired. They're grumpy. They're doing their shopping. They're driving erratically. And so it's lovely to retreat. Now those are beach houses, commonly called batches over here, where most people live in them now, but there are occasional ones that are only occupied during the summer months. And they have their boats moored out here. Oh, seagulls are fighting. This is a really old Pūtakawa. Its base is right on the shore, and you can see it's fallen over, supported by its own branches. It actually goes out to right out to the edge of the beach. I've actually moved. I'm travelling a little bit further, heading home now, and stopped. I used to live in this little bay at one time when I was about 12 until I was about 21. It's a lovely spot, I love it. You'll see on this Pūtakawa down here these aerial roots. They actually need those roots. Not all of them have those roots hanging down like that. Evidently, the ones that grow those are lacking in a certain nutrient, and that's their way of compensating. But yeah, it's a shame they're not flowering. This Agapanthus taken up residency underneath. But yes, they do love the edge of the sea. This is actually a harbour, it's a local harbour. I was going to go to the ocean beach and show you that, but to be honest, it's so hot because there's never any shade on the ocean beaches, only on the inland harbour side, which is what I prefer. So as you can see, I'm home safe and sound. I had to try and catch the tide. As it was, the tide was going out when I was recording at the beach, but I'm now back and I can relax now. I've got my Christmas candle with its little flame that actually moves, which is quite safe because it's all battery. And there's my little tree. Oh, with lights. Oh. And that's about all I can do in here. Otherwise, there's not really anywhere to hang things. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress, as usual. Not thinking. It's too hot. It's 26 degrees in here. So, quite warm. But, yeah, the idea of a summer Christmas must be quite appealing to a lot of people, but believe me, the shine has worn off for me. But I think this is a bit of a statement about us all. Whatever there is on the other side, the green grass on the other side does always appear a bit greener, doesn't it? But we should really appreciate all that we have. And I do. I do appreciate everything I have. And especially at this time of the year, it's good to reflect on those things, the positive things. To those of you with family, I hope you have a wonderful time together and it all goes smoothly and you get some relaxation and rest. That's what's important, I think. Taking care of each other and helping those that are unable to help themselves. I will be having Christmas Day with my family, but the evening I shall look forward to having my own quiet time here with some nice Christmas cake. Not that I made it, but I bought it because I love the marzipan icing. I waste most of the cake, but I've applied myself as I've got older to actually eat the lot. But as a child, I tended to only eat the icing, and the corner bits especially were my favourite choice. But yes, Christmas over here is a very strange affair. When I was young, the town itself was decorated, the streets were decorated, so much more. Today, it's just the great big box stores, as you call them, that are decorated inside, really. But from the outside, the town doesn't look a lot different. I think there's one down by the town basin. There's a growing tree that's decorated, and I think they put up a tree in the actual centre of the town, which absolutely just goes dead quiet in the evening. There's no one around. The shop's shut early. There's no sign of Christmas, that Christmas bustle and people walking along quietly looking in shops, because they're all shut. Only the great big shops, which are out on the outskirts of town, stay open to midnight. And so everybody there is just lost in panic buying and not really the atmosphere. So I do miss that about England in particular, where you could just walk down in the streets of London and it was just beautifully decorated, and it was just an ambience about it that was just lovely. But we don't really have that here. Well, not at least where I live. There may be other places tucked away, and if you're one of those, live in one of those places, please share it with me. Share what you have around you to help you celebrate Christmas. Well, I think I've rambled on enough, taking up your valuable time, but I really, really appreciate you and thank you for watching if you got this far. And I wish you all the very, very best. Health, wealth and prosperity and happiness most of all. And we'll look forward to the new year, but I'll be back again probably on New Year's Eve for another video. And until then, take good care of yourselves. thanks for watching, and see you next time, and Merry Christmas. Oh, how remiss of me. I forgot my wee hat. Merry Christmas. Bless you. Bye for now.